Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a good Wednesday today. I hope you've been having a good week so far. Hope everything's coming through alright. Let me do a quick audio check, although dude can probably confirm whether things are are coming through at the moment. Hello, good to see you as always. Let me make sure I get my there we go, the shout out for dude that normally goes up. Alright. We are back again with Celeste. Hello, Osty. Good to see you. We'll be continuing on with our seaside journey today. Unfortunately, didn't get the Monday stream in that I wanted to this week due to factors outside of control, but managed regardless to rest up my hand, so hopefully should be able to go for a normal amount of time today. So we're just gonna roll right on in here. Right on in, not right in on. Clearly my hand is okay, but my brain is still playing a little catch up. Alright, I need a reminder. I've been away from this long enough, I need to remind myself. I remembered this part. At least. Okay. Yeah, I remembered the beginning and this ending area, and that's about it. The storm damage around us is bad. Upside, no injuries, thankfully. Yes, exactly. So yeah, we, unfortunately had some pretty bad storms go through on the weekend. Let me actually make sure of something real quick. There we go. Let's adjust the volume slightly there. I feel I can barely hear myself think a little bit, you know. Okay. But yeah, we had some pretty bad storm damage around us. No injuries, thankfully, but things were out for a few days, and it's never good when that involves some of the emergency management chain. Oop, right. Of course, I'm dying immediately, but what else is new when it's getting warmed back up for a game like this? Ow. Come on. Ow. I was hoping I adjusted up far enough. Unfortunate. Bonk. Bonk again. I'm gonna do that as many times as it takes, Oshiro. Just saying. That could have been... That was not how that was supposed to go, but I tried to get a grab on that ledge. Uh-oh, that's a problem. That's not a problem anymore. Face planting into the dust bunnies as usual is always a problem, though. Yeah, it'll take a few attempts to get back to where we were the other day, unfortunately, but we will get there. Eventually. Hopefully we can make it to 4C. Or whichever the next one is. At this point, I'm losing track of the level names, honestly. Or the numbers, I should say. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Whew. Somehow managed to save that. Oh my gosh. Sometimes panicking leads to results. I wouldn't recommend it under most circumstances. But and I faceplanted right into the dust bunny again. Why did I do that? But we made it farther today this time. You know. Oh. How dare that drift slightly? That's a problem. I don't usually have that issue with this controller, but it has seen a good bit of use in the time I've been doing this channel, so it wouldn't surprise me if it took a little bit of damage at some point. Yeah, that was just bad timing all around. I don't want to know what my death count on this is going to be in the end. I always say that, but yeah. Shouldn't have gone for it. If you had a tree or something catch on fire because of the storms yesterday, it was fairly under control, but it was right by a transformer. Oh gosh, yeah, that's rough. Wasn't like right beside anyone's house or anything. That's good at least. That's good. I'm glad that that was the case. You know, that it was far enough away. That timing just made it look like Oshiro just vaporized me out of existence by looking at me. Okay, we're back here. Now, we need to not face plant into the dust bunny again. Oh no. And I would have liked to hit that dash crystal, but you know, dash refill, but Maybe like this cycle, probably. And I just climbed too slowly. Of course. We'll get back in that rhythm eventually. I think one more. Yeah. And then I just didn't grab the wall like I should have. I see something at the top of my screen. There we go. Hopefully that wasn't bothering anyone for too long there, my pointer. Just bad timing. Oh well. Eventually we'll make it through this level. We're not gonna give up one way or the other. Okay, we're back here again. Time to get this timing right. And the aim was not quite right, unfortunately. But I could have made it otherwise. But yeah, things were interesting this weekend with those storms, because things very nearby were without power for like the last, like since the storm, and it's been very interesting trying to get around and such. That is not how that was supposed to go. Yeah, that was just bad timing. Okay, well. We will eventually get back to that, to the area where we were last time. I have faith in that much at least. Oh gosh, that was a thing. Alrighty. We can at least make it here semi-consistently. That's already an improvement over earlier. Okay, we're to this platform now. So, Oshiro Jump 1, we need to get this working here. Okay. Gotta get this timing down. I'm probably overthinking it. No! Yep, like I said, overthinking it. It's probably the, well, I can't say the least favorite part of the level. The least favorite part of this room for me right now. Least favorite part of the entire level was earlier. As in a couple streams ago. There was some slight practice of Goomba stomping there, if you couldn't tell. Just trying to get the timing down. Okay, we're back here again. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Actually, take a quick moment here to sip some tea while I'm thinking about this. My hand is doing better, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to be taking occasional pause breaks here. Just to make sure that stays the case. Okay. Oh my gosh. Nope. Curses. So close. We're starting to get back there, though. If I would have been on, if I would have hit that Goomba stomp, it would have been done. We would have been done with this level. I think you're right, it was probably just about a frame off or so. Uh-oh. Oop. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. We're alive. Somehow. And that was just rough timing, I think. Just as a PSA, even though you think I already know, just making sure when I touch the heart it resets. Yeah, I did realize that, I think a couple of levels ago, but, it doesn't hurt to be reminded. Because that is probably something that's gonna save me one of these tries. Uh-oh. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Sorry. Just catching myself saying that. Doing Goomba stomps. Okie doke. Alright. Ah, just off again. The timing was just unfortunate. Weirdly enough, that one spot there is like my most consistent, I think, on this level. I've still died there. But for some reason, I feel like that should be the one that I've been failing most often. Yeah. I bonked my head into the wall. That wasn't surprising. Oh dear. All right. Let him go by again. If I'd have been on the top of that platform, I could have avoided that, I think, but I didn't quite hit it. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking at with that timing, honestly. Just kind of went on autopilot. Never go on autopilot, by the way. Not when you're trying to focus on 11 million moving parts, at any rate. I just keep wanting to face plant into those dust bunnies despite being allergic. I don't think I don't think any doctors would approve of that particular exposure method. Alrighty. Whew. By the skin of my skin of our teeth, we lived through that one. Oh my gosh. Oh. Once again, if I'd have landed on the head, that would have been... That would have gotten us closer to where we needed to be, but at any rate. Whew. Okay. We're back here again. Hello, Shiro, my old friend. Yeah, that was just horribly timed. Okay. You know what? We're just going that way. Whew. Unfortunate. We had one of those, horizontal when I should have diagonal dashed moments. All right. Yeah, that was what I expected to happen a few attempts ago, why I was thinking we lived through that by the skin of our teeth, because... Alright. Nope. Eventually I'll get that timing consistent. I don't remember exactly what the timing was that I had on that previous attempt. That went pretty well. Like, at what point was, it's really tough, yeah. It's definitely a challenge. But that's, you know, 99% of this game it's a challenge, so. Whew. Okay. We managed to salvage that somehow. Oh no, and I landed on the spikes! Oh, that was rough. Ah, unfortunate. Hey, Baguette, how's it going? I know that was... I hated missing that. Doing okay, how about me? I'm hanging in there. Hand's definitely doing a lot better today. The one upside of missing Monday was, one way or another, my hand got rested, so... Just sucked that missing Monday because of, storm damage and all that fun stuff, but, you know, that's summer around these parts, so... I mean, we don't usually have it quite that rough during summer, but... Ow. Okay, we're over here now. Whew. I should have just dashed to the right again. Unfortunate. We'll get there. Eventually we will get there. We have all day today, thankfully. Whew. Okay, that wasn't how I expected it to go, but we made it. And immediately died afterwards, so... In other words, we didn't make it later on, but oh well. Whew. That timing's just not working out for me right now, it seems like. At least I've been getting this area semi-consistently here. Okay, so now we're back to this platform. It's time for the jump that I can't time properly. Yet. Nope. Or at least I haven't noticed the common thread between how I have timed it successfully. Poor Madeline's gonna have such a headache. I keep bonking her head into the walls here. Wait for the next go round here. No! I was just talking about how that area was consistent for me. Instant karma, right? Well, less than instant. Not less than instant. It's not quite instant. It's a few minutes after I said that, but... Instant would have been, I said that and immediately failed it. Yeah. I missed 2 stomps that could have saved that, unfortunately. Oh dear. Here we go again. Ah, there we are. We actually landed one of the ones I needed to save that. Okay. Ah. Theory did not work out there. There was an attempt, though. One of these attempts, we will make it. Give another moment here for hand stretching purposes and also getting tea. I'd love to get the timing down for this. Okay. Huh. And I hit the spikes again, unfortunately. That's rough. Okay. We're getting the stomp a little bit more consistently there. Hey Hawkeye, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Whew. That could have been so much worse there. I still failed it, but... Alrighty. Whew. Yep. Threw off my timing that had been making that save work. Poor Madeline, after all this playthrough, she's gonna have a headache, she's gonna be Swiss cheese. You know, from all the spikes and slamming head into walls and all that. You're okay, really annoyed until proven otherwise. You think the wheelchair shop is deliberately... Oh... You think they're deliberately ignoring the calls and emails? That's really bad. That sucks. I am so sorry. Why did I think hugging the wall was gonna help me there? And again. Whew. Yeah, I went at the wrong time there, but we can salvage that. Oh. I think I was like a pixel off of stomping him there too. If you don't hear anything in a week, you're calling insurance to complain. Not sure what they can do since there's no other shops. That's so rough. I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. That worked. That was not something I expected to work out for me, but it did, so. Nice save, thank you! Unfortunately, I face planted into spikes afterwards. I should have waited for the next round there. Oh well. I thought I had the stomp there. I did not. Fingers crossed we can get through this today. I'm pretty sure we'll not be stuck here all day today, but I have faith. I'm gonna try to maintain faith at any rate. If you could just get a status update, you'd be happy. Yeah, I would be too. Unexpected stream? Is it? Today is Wednesday, right? Yeah, today is Wednesday. Yeah, good to see you, Roaring Neon. Good luck with 3C Final. Can do this. Thank you for the well wishes. Best of the days. I've had those days. No worries. No worries, Neon. I was hopeful. Yesterday was so sure it was Wednesday. Realization that the weekend was even further away was heartbreaking. Yeah, I get that. Things have felt a little wonky this week for me too. When you feel that weekend freedom, but it turns out to be a Monday, that's the worst. That is the absolute worst. And I'm dead. Yeah. Whew. Especially when you got something fun planned in the weekend. I waited too long. Oof. I feel like there's probably a consistent tell that I'm missing when I try to do my Oshiro jumps here. Uh-oh. Like, obviously the lightning is I'm about to dash in that direction, but or at least dash at that level, you know? It's just trying to get him to go to that level while I'm in motion is the tricky part, I think. Always practice them in 3A if really needed. How dare I bonk into the wall? Like, I can at least get these pretty consistent. It's just getting him to the level I need him when I need to grab that key. Of course, I'd probably need to start up a secondary save file to do the practice. Tell you the visual cue if you really want to. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm assuming it may have to do with like the narrowing of the eyes or him backing up slightly. But that's after the lightning, of course. So or the slight flash around him, I'm not sure. I'll read that in just a second here. There we are. When the lightning appears, you start walking, and when mouth opens, you jump. Okay, so then trying to do that in motion, that's the... In order to get the right height for the key, I mean, that'll be interesting. The second one is tricky because it's slightly different timing. Well, the first one's also proving tricky for me. It's just, oh, okay. First one is harder than the second, but the second one you can mess up when you're used to the first one. Owie. I'm noticing the thing that upsets him is I'm opening all the doors. Which, you know, fair. You know, you don't want to let all the heat out in this case, I suppose, because they're up on a mountain where it's snowy. That was not supposed to happen. But I am being polite and closing them behind me, so I don't know exactly why he keeps trying to kill me. Whew. That could have been better. That could have been worse. There's a gaping hole in the window, though. Yeah, true. That doesn't mean he's thinking logically. I'm just saying on that. The wind is coming in now. Ashira would try to murder you. Totally not an overreaction, right? But the doors, right? Like, he didn't come to bother me because the windows were broken. He came to bother me because I opened the door. We have the diagonal dashes of death and doom again, unfortunately, there. But yeah, you see, I opened the door. There he is. You touched my door, now you will get floored, right? One more cycle here. Well, two, actually. And I accidentally opened up a side tab there. Okay. that one wasn't Windows' fault. That was mine. Okay. Your dad's kind of like that. Can feel the tiniest of drafts if you leave the door open. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Oshiro is like, who touched the thermostat? Can't blame everything on the control. Oh, I wasn't planning on it. Not at that moment. I just happened to rest my hand on my laptop and it opened up a sidebar. Ah, that was an accident. Always tuck in your controller to bed so it doesn't start drifting, right? I have had too many controllers die to drift. Okay, so I have to pause and go When the lightning appears, you start walking, and then mouth opens, you jump. Okay. Get my pointer out of the way there. Ah! So it's just getting him to the... Ow. It's getting him at the level I need for that one jump is still the challenge. Or at least I seem to overthink it somewhat. Perhaps, instead of just do it, you know? Yoshiro jump makes this room so much harder. It does! And then I bonked my head into dust bunnies again. And I will reiterate for anyone who may be new watching this right now, that apparently wall bounces are a thing that one can do in here. It's just... I find it way more consistent to do what I've been doing. So it's do not necessarily try this at home, folks. Situation. You did it without the wall bounces as well, so Good luck with 3C. Thank you, Autumn Shine Spark. I hope you're doing well. We're trying to get through here. We've been in this room since the start of stream, which has been like at least an hour at this point. Oh boy, yeah. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. Okay. First part is easier with wall bounces. Yeah, that's what folks have told me before. And I just find it way more consistent the way that I've been doing it. For me personally. I was taking a moment to try and time the jump. To try and practice that, but unfortunately. Yep. This time that just overall. Yeah, I've been trying to make things, trying to find ways to make things consistent for me. Perfect room in 3A that teaches you which is just that, which is a berry in 3A. Yeah, I definitely missed that on my first go through in my go through on 3A. The only issue is I would have to set up a second save file probably, because otherwise I'm gonna lose my spot here, I think, unless there's a checkpoint that, like, usually the binoculars are, I think, but I don't know if that's still the case here. Or at least, as I'm recalling people telling me, I could be wrong. That's my only hesitation about backing out of here right now. You don't think seasides have checkpoints? Yeah, that's what I'm kind of worried about if I were to go ahead and try and test that, because the first room was painful enough of this. Second room was rough, but got through it, and this one is, yeah. Okay, we're back here again. Nope. Okay. Yeah, that setup, I'm not sure I've got it down well enough to get it to work for the jump I need there. They're depth checkpoints, not section checkpoints. Ow. That is an important distinction to make. Oh, I barely caught that. Oh no. Main thing is either practice here but not very often, or do it in 3A on a second file. Or I can just accidentally do it. You know? Which I've been known to do, apparently. Oh no. Yeah. No more Ushiro suffering in that case, true. Cause like I have gotten to the point where I've almost been in contact with the heart. It's just getting back there consistently. Oh dear. Oh, yeah. There was an attempt to save that. Gotta somehow work some magic here. I'm not sure how at the moment, but... Here again, and then back at the beginning again, unfortunately. I thought I was going to just get the Goomba Stomp there. Unfortunate. You hate it when you think you land on Ushiro, but he kills you instead. Yeah. I've had that happen a couple of times. Oof. And by a couple, I mean probably at least double digits at this point. When testing your own map, Okay, we take those. I was like, well, I'm probably not making this one. Okay, we're back at this jump. Also, what a great mid transformation Ushiro we have on the left here. That's not horrifying at all. Lock in. Yep, that's the idea. No. Oh, actually, that should have been yes, but I'm also dead. I thought I had to save. I did not have to save. I overthought it. That was my fault. At least you know that works. Yeah. I'm not sure I can get that working again. You know, just... We'll see. You never expected a horizontal one to work. Yeah, that's not what I was necessarily aiming for. I was like, I failed that. Apparently not. I don't know if it'll help me reach the key, but we'll see. Come on. The key to freedom is that yellow heart, indeed. Nope. I mistimed that horribly. Oh no. Okay. We got our dash back, but unfortunately that happened. No more Oshiro. That sounds like music to your ears. Yeah, it sounds like music to mine too. But somehow I get a feeling I'm gonna be still dealing with Oshiro from the right at some point. AKA snowballs. Oshiro from everywhere, indeed. AKA Seekers, yes. I think one more cycle here, maybe? Yeah. And then I diagonal dashed into that. Man. Diagonals at it again, indeed. One more cycle. Yes. Goomba Stomp. Face plant into Dust Bunny. That was not part of the plan. The feeling when beat the room is gonna be so good. Oh, I'm sure. I'm gonna be so glad to get this level over with. I can definitely see why this one is a very common, I don't like this level response. 4C is a lot easier than 3C. I'm certainly hoping so. Or at least it'll feel that way, Okay. I have to take a quick pause there. I had to get to the platform first, though. Speaking of dust bunnies, You might even do it this stream if you get this room soon. No pressure at all right there. Ah. No! I became Swiss cheese again. Okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, just going, because if you get this soon, we can probably make even more progress today. Yeah, that's definitely no pressure at all to get it done. The thinking of making a second file, It's motivation, yeah. Oh, I know you intended it that way. I'm not trying to come down on you there. Okay. Yeah, I just flat am not getting the timing on that. Ow. Come on, buddy. Oh, I definitely didn't get that right. The way you got it was trying to line up the end of the lightning with the dash. Okay, the end is in like the, when the lightning fades away. If I'm understanding you correctly there. So just before the mouth opens. So it's a different timing than the, you know, walk at the start of the lightning and then jump. It's a slightly different timing. I dashed right into him. That was my fault. Yeah, I think I was going pretty much... going too early soon, too, yeah. It's trial and error in practicing the jump, yeah. The way I just fell like a rock. Which was not intentional by any means. Not at that moment, at any rate. I should have ducked. Ducking would probably have saved me there. Okay, so the note is trying to line up the end of the lightning with the dash. So something like this is just me trying to get timing, even if it's even if it's a little funky here, you know. Damn. Curses, I say. Yeah, I want to get Oshira as high as possible. That's the what I was trying to figure out, essentially. That's the part that keeps tripping me up, is how do I get him up there and then also get the timing right. Oshiro brings the worst out of people. Oh dear. Also, I just me saying it, you'll just jump out and dash back if you miss them. I think I've tried to do that before and it just didn't pan out most of the time. Oop. And I hit the spikes. That's the third time this stream I've hit the spikes when I actually have hit the jump. Okay. Whew. Okay. And I mistimed it again. Okay. Had a feeling I was just gonna get obliterated, but I was gonna try anyway. Just have a short section where you practice getting Oshiro as high as possible and then try the jump. Yeah, probably. That seemed to work out fairly well the last time I tried to hit that. Okay. Alright. That's definitely not how that was supposed to go. Here we are. Okay. Bad timing. Okay. We'll get it eventually, or we won't. But hopefully we will. Oh no. Yeah. I wanted to get more height there. Didn't work out. Try to just jump on that platform and dash diagonal upright instead of up. Well, you know how diagonal dashes go with me sometimes. But I think it's worth trying. I messed that up just from the get-go on that. I don't know what happened there, but okay. We managed to land that. It felt a little less in control than normal there. Diagonals of death and despair, indeed. Well, let's see what Oshiro thinks of this, indeed. Oh, no. And that's why I had been holding left to try to grab onto the platform there. But it does work. That's good to know. Oh, true. I do get a dash to dash back to the platform. Okay, that was closer than it probably should have been, but... Don't be afraid to use the dash, and you can always bait Oshiro into being below while you're grabbed onto the blue thing, if that makes sense. True, true. It does make sense, because I've tried to stomp on him while grabbed onto a platform before, so... Okay, we're here. Nope! That was not how that was supposed to go. That was entirely my fault. We can see the finish line. We're getting there. So kind of like this, Austie, right? Or like I had it a moment ago, at any rate. Oh no, and I got stuck. I don't know how I got stuck, but apparently I got stuck. Just a second jump, but luckily the jump is savable. Don't have to use the dash except for collecting the heart. And coming in contact with the heart, as noted before, refills the dash. So, in theory, I have a couple of tries there. And if I mess up, there's a green crystal at the bottom. Yeah, that was the thing that was throwing me off last time. I thought I needed to grab that. That was not how that was supposed to go either. I botched that. Tried to save it, but... it's just there for safety net. He's really not appreciating me opening all these doors. Hold on. Minor miracles do occur. Just got a text saying the batteries for your current chair are approved. So it's an automated text, so not sure if you trust it. I hope that it's real, because you have been going through this way longer than anyone should have to. Nobody should be going through what you've been going through. It's something to help out in the meantime, at the very least. Okie dokie. Okay, we're back here. Another sip of tea. We're at the jump again, indeed. Way off time there. Yeah, I was definitely a bit too early there. The time when the stomp actually throws me off. Ow. You still mess up Oshiro jumps to this day. They're tricky. You don't have to do them that often, so it's like, oh wait, how do I do this again? Like, I can definitely see where people find uses for wall bounces in places, in spots before where you can, before you're taught how to do that. And in places outside of where you're quote-unquote supposed to. But, you know, it's a lot more common to find a wall than it is to find Oshiro jumping through the, you know, zipping through the level. Oh yeah, the lightning showing where he's gonna dash is great. It's just getting the rest of the timing down. Oh no. Yep. Saved it. Okay. Just hoped he didn't dash on you when you did this room. Come on. I'm waiting for the right cycle here. Close enough. Okay. Dang it. Might have been a little too late on that one. I'm gonna have to read that in a moment, Hawkeye. Okay. At the very least, we're making it back to the jump consistently, you know. Which is not always, the case. Okay, now that I'm on this platform. One time people not reading works in your favor, you suppose, because the insurance has always said the current chair is too old. Just do exactly as you're doing when standing still and jumping and dashing up, but in movement. Sometimes movement makes a big difference. Oh. Better tip, don't die. Oh no. Any level is easy if you don't die, to to modify that one saying. Curses. And for those who have never heard it, kind of a joke of, any boss is easy if you don't get hit. So in this case, it's, any level is easy when you don't die. Uh-oh. Yep. Okay, we managed to save that. I'm still not sure how, but we did. Okay. If that had been a diagonal dash. Loop from in Stars in Time. Have you tried not dying? Right? I need to play that game. I've heard good things. I need to move my pointer again. How long has that been there? Rhetorical question. Home screen tip. Try to not die. It helps. Right? Oh. Ow. You need to get the Humble Bundle and play that game. I've heard things about that game. I should look into it. That was one of the ones I think do I have that already, or do I have it in my wish list? I can't remember. I'll have to double check. Didn't you play it for a bit? In Stars in Time? I don't think I did. I did, Sea of Stars. A little bit of that. In Stars in Time, not Sea of Stars. Yeah. Okay, we're back here again. Okay, we're here. No, that was not how that was supposed to go again. I hit the dash button. I was so ready to panic save that with a dash. I think that's why that turned out badly. But we're getting that jump more consistently. That's still improvement. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. Warm up. Okay. No! I dashed the wrong way again that time. We're getting there. Still. Just let go of the dash button for a short moment when getting on the key platform. Yeah. That time I did, I just mistimed everything else. And then dashed the wrong way to save it. Oh no. Twice in a row, yeah, that was... Like I said, we're making progress. We're getting consistent. More consistent, I should say. Okay, we're gonna try to... Dang it. I was trying to get a stomp there to save that, but nope. Just still remembering to dash to the green crystal if you fall. Yeah. Jump on Oshiro from the wall and then dash on top of the heart and dash into the heart. Gonna do that a little differently. Just to make sure we can... Have you tried just getting the heart? It's that easy, shaking my head. Very good tip. Excellent tip. I would have never thought of that. Have you tried Oshiro jumping 100% of the time? Oh no. Okay. Okay. That, again, mentally I'm processing what you're saying, and then my hands want to do something completely different. It's like the subconscious is going, grab that now. It's right there. Why aren't you grabbing it? Panic is annoying indeed. It's never a good thing. Occasionally it may work out in your favor, but normally it does not. Took you like 5 tries as well to calm down and actually try it. Just one small, simple jump. How hard can it be? Right? Okay. Yeah, I messed it up again. I did get the bonk, but not where I needed it to be. Owie. Maybe just try unbinding your dash at that point. Mid-jump, I will unbind my dash. No more dashing for my own sanity. I mean, that's one way to not have to go through the diagonal dashes of death and despair anymore. Oh no. I was hopeful. It didn't work out. No more diagonal dashes, oh joy! Right? Okay. I said okay and then I felt like a stone again. You've heard of someone bonking Oshiro by jumping over him then dashing down? Huh. That does seem plausible. I'm just not sure that's the method I would use personally, but we're gonna have to go for that. There we are. That's the thing, but you don't know if that works in this room. Yeah, I'm not sure either. Okay, we're back here again. Missed it. Ah. It was close. Can't do them all, yeah. That was probably another I should have ducked. The wrong word there. Right letter, the wrong word. Come on. Oshiro does not want you to get to the Crystal Heart because we'll never enter the resort again if you do. That would track. That would honestly track. Oh gosh. Not true, you need berries and Pico 8. Yeah, true. Never will I ever do resort again after this, I said to myself, right? Right, Roaring Yun? Okay. No more resort. Man, if I ever do like if I did like the cleanup stuff for this on stream, I already know what I'd title this area for the very last items, you know. If I never had to come back to resort again, I'd probably be calling this is my last resort, you know. Dang it. Oh, yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. 3A Golden is hell. You hate it. Nothing can surpass your hatred of 3A Golden. I can imagine. We'll get there eventually, perhaps. I don't know if we're getting 4C today, but you know, maybe we can get through this level at least, provided I can actually stop dying. Okay, I will say, I will give maybe like 1 or 2 more tries right now, and then I will take the first BRB I've taken in some time, so I can actually go refill my tea in a moment. But because tea is very helpful for maintaining my sanity right now. You might call it your sanity. Oh my gosh. You're not wrong. Okay, so we're back to this block. Sanity, what is this myth you speak of, right? Huh. Okay, we're back here. Nope, that is not the... Again with the unbinding the dash idea. But still, yeah, if I didn't dash, I would have had it. Exactly why I was saying, again with the unbind the dash idea. Oh my gosh. Okay, so after that one, I'm definitely... Bless you, Madeline. We're definitely going to take the BRB real quick. Pause the game at the key block or something next time you get there. Maybe. Madeline needs a sneeze break. Okay, give me like just a moment here to set up. We are going to take a couple minute BRB. Anyone needs to get a snack, get a drink themselves, please feel free to. And yeah, see you in a few minutes. Alright, we're back. Whew. Got myself some tea, got myself a snack in the meantime. As the music comes roaring back to full volume. Excuse me if I, if I startled anybody there. We're back to hell. Oh boy. Yeah. That was a totally new way of me messing up that area. Almost saved it, right? I keep accidentally hitting down, I guess, which is making me fall farther, or faster. There's not much farther when you're, when you've got a very even platform there, but faster for sure. Dang it. Getting warmed up again. The downside of taking a break. You call it fast falling for a reason, right? Yeah. Exactly. Whew. That went better than anticipated. Oh no. Of course that one corner trick never works when you want it to. Or at least for me. Okay. Alrighty. Huh. Okay. We paused the game. I don't see the pause menu, but we paused the game. Nope. Dang it. If you have a button held, it does that. Gotcha, gotcha. I did not know that. And I don't think I ran across that before. I was just going like, what did I do? You know? It kind of put two and two together if, you know, that, that probably was the case. But... and I got stuck somehow. Oh well. We'll get back there. Okay, so pausing may actually throw me off a little bit more. Who knows? At least in that spot. Make sure to dash back to the platform if you fail and you basically got it in the bag. Yeah, that'll be the... I'll try to keep that in mind in the back of... in the back of my head. Of course, I hope that I don't need it, you know? Nope. Oh, okay, we're here. We're done! We're done! We're free! We're free! We're free from this level! Ugh. Yeah, that sounds about right. Actually, I'm surprised it wasn't 4 digits. But we made it. Ah. Phew. I don't think we're getting far into Chapter 4C. But... now that I have a moment... Yay! Now that I can actually do that. Looked away for a minute, missed it. Yeah, you sure did, unfortunately. Unfortunately, dude. New music, thank goodness. It's pretty calming, too, so that's nice. Can you do it again since I missed it? No! Hey, Jess, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. Okay, I think I see what... you could probably do it quicker because the muscle memory is built up. True, but... okay. That is not the direction I wanted to go. Okay, so I'm hearing bounce, but I'm kind of going like, where am I supposed to do that? At the moment. I do see the lip there, but I also see the bubble. So, ow. Does the bubble just automatically give me one? Is that what's going on here? I mean, dash, yes, but... bubbles count as dashes. Okay. Good to know. And I messed that up, but still. You can bounce out of the... okay. Go figure, that's easier for me than the standard one, I think. I guess because it just automatically goes goes a given direction. As you said, this room is pretty free. Yeah, compared to the others so far, yeah. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, clearly. But we managed to die there, so I bet you that's the first time you've seen that happen. Okay. So. I need to grab onto the right side of that. You did it yourself? Okay. Okay. So I hate to say good, but at least I feel less, slightly less embarrassed, so thank you. Okay, so I need to probably grab onto the right side of that. Or at least bounce between it. Move that there. And that's not how you scratch your head. No, it is not. Probably like half of the binocular lovers have done that. Okay, so. Whoop. Unfortunate for me there. Okay, I think maybe I see what I need to do here then. I thought I could move that, but probably not. In your opinion, this room is harder than the third room? Let me take a look at the binoculars again real quick here. So, the tricky part is, clearly, I only get one dash in the midst of all that, I think. Well, there's a refill, so. Just stamina management mostly. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from looking at this. That would refill my dash and refill my stamina. But of course, I need to get through this area first to get there. You hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you think this level also has one of your most memorable rooms and not for good reason? Oh dear. Is it this one, or then out of nowhere Oshiro from the right appears? See, that's what I thought. I thought there was gonna be Oshiro from the right going on in here. Not, yeah. No, not this one? Ah. Ow. Oh, that's the B-side. Ah, gotcha. The thing is, I gotta get this, timing to work for me. Man. It was starting to get there. We'll wait for that to come back. If it comes back. It came back. Dang it. Well, things were starting to come together there. Everything is easier than Oshiro over again. Okay, so this area I just need execution. I think I have a pretty good strat. If I'm wrong about that, maybe tell me in a little bit. You're already at the point where you can do the room any try? Well, at this point, I'm going, okay, how do I probably just need to climb to the top of the block and then jump over and all that kind of good stuff, but, we'll see. Execution is its own thing here. Dang it. The end is just some acrobatics and stuff. Isn't the entirety of Celeste acrobatics and stuff? Just if you look at it in a certain way. Shoot. Oh, I almost lived. I almost lived through that. I mean, yeah, that's platformers for you, right? Is the acrobatics and stuff. Ah, dang it. I cleared the spikes, though, that time. On the top, that is. Wouldn't consider fighting depression as acrobatics. Okay, so having been someone who's been in that position before, I sure do know that I was pulling off a lot of mental gymnastics. So, in the midst of all that. Yeah, dang it. That all games boil down to menus or parkour, and then either that or an exercise in arthritis induction. Oh my gosh. No. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh no. We were getting closer, at least. We just need the consistency. Oh. All games are ones and zeros. Does this mean a chapter 10 is coming? At the very least, gray hair. I mean, in fairness, I had gray hair before I started playing this game, so... Gray hairs, I should say. I don't lie when I say that at the end of June I turned the age of old. So... Oh my gosh. Made it. Madeline made your hair stop becoming gray. How lovely. Okay, what do we got here? We've got the temporary clouds. Lovely. The game doesn't help. Oh, true. Let's see. Welcome to 4C with some big wind. Yeah, right now the wind is calm, but Oh, that's gonna have to be a small bounce there, isn't it? Because, ouch. Okay, so I need to bounce up and over that, probably kick over that wall. Oh, I can tell it's the calm before the storm, because I'm looking at those flags like, oh, you're going to be... I don't know which way you're going, and I don't know which way I want you to be going. That's gonna be a small hop either way. That's up and over. I feel like that's... hard to tell which direction that's gonna be going. I can only do so much plotting right now, but... clearly, this is a really long room. What on earth? That one room in 4B all over again, but this time with wind, apparently. Okay. Well, we're gonna try. There's not much we can do to plan this out while the wind is not blowing. So, of course. It's not that long when there's wind pushing at you at 100 miles an hour. It's long, it's a seaside third screen. True, but like, somehow it felt in a way longer than some of the other ones, if that tracks, you know? Like, I'm looking at this thing going, geez. Also, good to see you, Supsy. I hope you're doing well. That is not how that... To be honest, I have to imagine it being twice as short with the wind. Yeah. I was thinking the wind was going to be a headwind, not a tailwind. But, fully recovered as far as you can tell. Nice. I'm glad. Bad timing. Of course, yeah. We got Madeline, we got Badeline, now get ready for Gladeline. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, I landed on that, at least, but, now just the jump, yeah. They fused with Theo for 3 jumps, called them Thaddeline. Dang it. You could probably see why I said you could have probably done 4C in one stream if you did 3C earlier. I kinda can because of the wind. Doom. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, so am I kind of on the right track here with trying to fight the wind to get that one jump? Or am I, like, probably overthinking? Ah. Background's still pretty. You love the background so much. It's a really lovely background. Ow. It would help if I get the diagonal dash. You need to fight the wind so you can do the cloud jump, yeah. Ow. I just barely touched it, unfortunately, that time. There's a few ways to do this. You've seen someone grab onto the hanging wall and drop onto the cloud, but you also fight the wind and do a diagonal up left. It's just the first part that's hard, in your opinion. The rest is pretty easy once you figure out what you should do. Yeah, like, I'm assuming, I may assume incorrectly that the wind is going to stay consistently a tailwind through here. It's going to rush me through here, try to launch me, well, I can try to launch me up here. Use the bubble to diagonal down right. Use the bubble to diagonal upright. To get to that one, get yeeted that way in general. Try to fall and diagonal upright? I'm very unsure about this particular section. Move that, get the bubble. Bubble will yeet me. Platform, 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 platform. The shrinking platforms over here. And heart. It's just getting that... getting some of these diagonals consistent, you know? You go more for an early up to interrupt the rightward momentum. That could also maybe work. We'll see if, oh, hold on. Oh, I tried to salvage it. Early up might work. Early up might work for me. It might be more consistent for me than trying to get a diagonal out of that. This is very much a once you've memorized the strat, it's not as bad as it looks. Oh, we almost made it to that platform over there. Everything is savable if you just think hard enough. I'm sure. The problem is my brain power is being used on getting through in the first place. I guess, I don't know. If I have to suddenly change tracks. Oh. There's a lot less time to make it work for me on this one, considering the tailwind. Fun fact, if you walk against the wind, you will not move in the direction you're walking in. Yeah, I had a feeling that would, had a feeling that would be the case. With how strong the wind was on this particular level. Or, in this room, I should say. Ow. The cursed controller diagonals are going to make the bubble section quite painful. Calling it now. Yeah, that's not hard to surmise there. Ah. I keep trying, at least, there. I try to save it. You can also crouch in the wind tunnel to stop and think. Wind doesn't push you when you're crouching. Good to know. That is not how that was supposed to go. I hit a button accidentally. Okay, okay. We're crouching seems to be the play here to just tuck the controller to bed. It won't do the evil and twisted diagonals. One would hope not. Okay, that was a very helpful tip there, Autumn. Thank you. It gives me a moment to process. You can also mash, crouch, and walk against the wind. It's very silly. We're not going to test that out right now, but I bet you can. Oopsies. Okay, it just did the not diagonal when diagonal was needed this time. And I probably didn't process that correctly, because, yeah. Evil and twisted diagonals not being there when needed and being there when not needed, right? Okay. Of course, now I'm messing up my first jumps. Will Kami get this before the end of stream in about 12 minutes? The world may never know. Well, we'll know in about 12 minutes, I guess. But... Aw. Almost had a save there. Are you glad? Boy, are you glad you're a keyboard player at these times. Yeah, I 12 minutes of tension without Oshiro, right? Okay. Now, I will say, thankfully, if my brain isn't, yeah, the bubbles will be a little bit of a pain, but I feel like once I get the bubbles down, we'll see how this section goes, but, This is probably going to be the tricky spot for me, just trying to land that. Especially consistently. That is not how that was supposed to go. Almost landed the platform, though, I think. Just trying to reason with the controller, right? May be simple, but the execution isn't free, right? Yeah, simple and easy are not always synonyms, and complicated and difficult are not always synonyms as well. This section was never about the bubbles. It was about a court case of someone accusing the controller of not doing its diagonals. Dang it. Gonna call this room courtroom. Thanks for the inspiration. Oh no. I mean, so far this room I haven't cursed at my controller. It's just going like, okay, I need to hit these, you know? Earlier, yes. I need to expect that I'm going to live through that second bubble now, because that timing is going to keep killing me otherwise. Hey Toast, how's it going? Games are going. I actually made it through that one level finally. Thank goodness. Ow. Thank you, Toast. I appreciate the well wishes. Okay. Oh. After 2 million years, I've finally done it, right? Oh my gosh, you actually just gave me an idea for if and when I actually implement, like, things like sound bites, if I ever get to that point. Oh my gosh, suddenly I'm thinking of Rita Repulsa from from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Ah, after 10,000 years I'm free. You're on lunch at work. Good. I hope you're enjoying your lunch. Oh, ah. Give me dumb Power Rangers nostalgia in this instance, right? We started making progress through the bubble section there. All you can think of is the Madagascar King going, how long is this going to take? It might take a little bit, Toast, depending on, Aw. I fell a little too far, I think. Ow. We continue the process of turning Madeline into Swiss cheese, apparently. Ow. You're really close. You could do this in like 10 minutes. Well, we'll see. We'll see if we make some, Oh. Just saying the thing to pop in your head since you don't have Power Rangers nostalgia. Ah, gotcha. Oh. Diagonals is going to be a new curse. Oh. Well, that was a new way of failing that bubble. Okay. I'm not counting that as a positive, just that was interesting. You were the only one banned from watching a set. It might give you ideas, whatever that's supposed to mean. Huh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, we made some progress there. I assume... Okay. Okay, so... Clearly running into that block stops my momentum until the block falls apart, right? So, do I just hang on to the block until it falls apart and then just coast into the bubble? Is what I'm wondering there. Then that bubble, use it to yeet me this way. Okay. Okay, I'm putting things together here. Whoop. That's the safest option? Gotcha. No! Oh, it was going so well. That child you might think it's okay to fight people, yeah. The neurons are doing the job, indeed they are. It is very doable. We might get through this today. No! I ran into the wall! We must do this stream. We'll see. But somehow Powerpuff Girls was okay for some reason. I know all about weird rules. No, I keep running to that. 3C took 3 streams, 4C took 1/3 of its. Well, not quite yet. Not quite yet. We'll. Oh, and now we're back to that. No. Thank you, Toast. Dang it. Well, just go ahead and slide down to the spikes on that one there. I don't think that was savable moment. Ow. I'm getting more confident about this part, even if I'm dying a lot now. The oh no, you're cooked moment. Oh, I almost saved it. I keep running into the side, and trying to fix that keeps killing me, I think. Just that I keep wanting to jump there to fix it. Cursed diagonals, indeed. Just the final 1x1 Lego piece. The final 1x1 Lego piece there, and just... Yeah, we were both thinking in Lego there. No! I landed on top and I didn't get the jump in time. Oh. That was getting so close. We got it! So much easier than the last one, for me. And I think with that, we are going to be calling it for stream because that was way more progress than, like, compare that death count to the one we just caught. We have 176 on chapter 4C. And we died 989 times on chapter 3C. But yeah, we will be back on Friday. Weather permitting and all that. I don't think things should be interrupted in that regard. We have mixed feelings on 5C. Well, we shall see. Ba-dum-bum. Anyway, putting off Wild's boot camp for next time. Yeah, we are technically overtime already by a few minutes. I'm very glad that that managed to get 2 of them done today. I was starting to think wouldn't even get the 1, but yeah. So, without any further ado, please take care of yourselves. I hope to see you on Friday. And yeah, have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye!